an idea. We flew to Malawi to tackle one of the biggest crises in rural Africa, fresh water. I joined Innovation Africa and a team of industrial, mechanical and water engineers in order to try and solve some of these issues. And me, being a software developer with a big brain and no idea how any of this works, I suggested, why don't we add another tank? Here. And that's what we are going to do. And if everything works, we may double the amount of water each person gets a day. Oh, and I also brought help.
Wait, what? Let's first show them how they lived before. Walking through the village feels like time travel to the past. They live a simple life in strong communities, build their houses from bricks or mud, and have no electricity or running water. The days here end with the sunset and start very early in the morning with collecting water. The children skip school to help their family and stay in the village their entire life. As you see, the environment here is full of simple childhood and smiles. But it's nearly impossible to break out the circle without basic human needs. And that's where Innovation Africa comes in.
Innovation Africa works across the continent to bring solar energy and clean water to rural African villages. It's truly an honor to be able to work in these communities and see lives changed from these interventions of water and electricity. At the end of the day, it's to bring joy and a future.
With this goal in mind, we decided to focus our effort and time on coming up with an idea that will improve on the existing water system Innovation Africa has. But first, let's see where they currently get their water from. This little pond should suffice for 7,000 people. They come here for 6 hours a day doing trips back and forth collecting water, and this water is not clean by any means. It seems clear, but there's no way I'm going to drink from it. It is not a way that people should be living. This issue affects 1 in every 3 African citizens, roughly 400 million people, and it is a major goal for Innovation Africa to provide clean water to as many villages as possible. With clean water, diseases can be prevented, people can focus on education and their future instead of survival. And this is how their system works.
Once Innovation Africa selects a village to work in, we announce to the community that we're coming to bring water. The first step in this process is to do survey and drilling. We find where the water is underneath the ground, and then we drill. Once we find the water, we install a submersible water pump to pump the water from the aquifer up into a tank. Put in approximately 10 to 15 taps in a 4 to 6 kilometer radius around the village so that all of the homes have access to a nearby tap.
Innovation Africa already provides water to millions of people in Africa, with many projects planned for the future.
Because of our local teams and the engagement that we have on the ground, that these projects are able to last for many years. This is where all the magic happens.
As part of a flight, we came up with ideas that will improve how Innovation Africa works. Our idea is very simple. We believe we can use the existing solar and pump system to collect more water every day. In order to test our idea, I, through the power of being a nerd, made an algorithm so complex that it will probably take weeks to explain and even more to understand. That algorithm proved us that more water can be pulled every day. First, we must add a new tank that will collect the excess water. Then we must connect the existing tank to the new one, and ensuring that only when the old tank is full, the new one will fill up. Step 3 is connecting the new tank to the water tap surrounding the village. And the final step is to add some monitoring sensors to prevent water from overflowing and to measure how much water is being used. With our idea and design finished, it is now time to take it to the field and make sure that the new system works. It's the next day and we came back to verify that everything works as expected. Both tanks are filling up and the sensor inside of the water tanks, making sure that water does not overflow, work as expected. If everything works, it means that our small idea back in Israel will allow thousands of people enjoy almost double the water each day. And maybe in the future, even millions.
Oh yeah, a celebration of what's to come, a better future. We'll see it done. For every teardrop you've shed in vain, we will be stronger to fight the pain.
I hope that with this amount of water, this village will live more comfortably and better. The past week was unforgettable. Thanks to Innovation Africa, a team of engineering students and me could think, design and execute projects here in Africa. And I could see my project that will hopefully change the lives of many for the better come to life.
I believe that anyone can make an impact. We are all surrounded with opportunities like this to do good, raise awareness, use our skills or time to make a difference.
And now, if we are already in Africa, there's only one thing left to do. Do you want to climb the Kilimanjaro?
Hi, let's go.
Yeah?
Today's forecast, a lot of sunshine, blue skies, marine clouds. Just a perfect day to go outside and relax. That's your forecast. We'll be right back.
Yeah, sunny days, sunny days, sunny days. No clouds in the sky, about to get away. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me cause I'm gonna be on break. Sunny day, make way. All the stress and doubt, yeah, not today. Feels like it's been a freaking decade. Sorry, don't call me cause I'm gonna be on break. Got the Tropicana, fresh cut sushi on a platter. Brandy, honey, it don't matter, shots. Till I drop, gonna be 24/7, golden hour like a boss. And they say, yo, guess you got a 2 o'clock appointment for a champagne shot, whoa, yeah. Hey.
They want Kilimanjaro, so they are strong like a Simba.
Until the next time.
Nzuri sana wageni wakaribishwa Kilimanjaro, hakuna matata.